I believe this is one of the most important videos that you can see if you are starting out, if you are creating apps on your own, or if you want to build an app, okay? This is the most important mind shift that I have made during my career, and it's been going from building features to literally making progress. Because we tend to think that building more features and building more stuff is making progress, okay? We confuse progress with building, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I would recommend you to stay until the end because we are going to cover something really valuable that can literally save you months. If it's the first time that you're watching my videos, I'm Justo. I'm creating 12 apps, and I've created a system that lets me design, develop, and test products in less than 3 weeks, so I can avoid wasting months on things that nobody wants to use. Okay, now let's talk about the problem. Okay, first of all, founders spend months building lots of activity and little movements. They feel busy, but they are unclear and they have no validation. Okay, so no clear decisions. This is literally the phase I went through when I was starting out. Okay, I was building my first application a couple of years ago, and I was completely confusing building more stuff, building more features with making progress. So after almost 6 or 9 months building the app, that now I see it as something completely stupid, something completely silly, I gave up. Okay, I gave up because I hid it behind the code instead of going and testing with real users, and not only testing with real users but really paying attention to the feedback, okay, to what the users wanted to say. Now the reason why we tend to confuse, I mean, building with making progress, is that building gives dopamine, building gives control, building avoids rejection, and progress creates discomfort. Progress forces exposure, and forces decisions. Let's be real. I mean, if you go and talk to, let's say, 10 users, and it takes you, I don't know, 4 hours or 6 hours, you will probably see it as better than going on. Sorry, you would see better spending those 5 or 6 hours building the app. And that's the trap that almost every single founder falls into. And that's what I want to help you avoid. So, building looks like creating code daily, adding features, refactoring, redesigning UI, optimizing early. But the reason why it's not progress is because nothing changes outside the laptop. No new information is learned, no assumptions are tested, and no risk is reduced. So, what we first needed to avoid is confusing activity with progress. Okay, optimizing before validation and debate tech stacks early. Okay, nobody cares about the tech stack of your app. They only care about solving their specific problem. Okay, so just use the tech stack that treats you better. Okay, don't worry about scalability too soon, and don't delay user feedback, because that's one of the most important things when you are building the app. What progress actually is, first of all, any action that reduces uncertainty, learning something new about the user, the problem, the pain, or willingness to pay. And this can literally happen with zero code. So first of all, define the problem. Okay, a specific person, a specific problem, a pain strong enough to act, and not a product description. Everything depends on this literally. If you can find a painful problem, you are literally way more advanced. Now, the second step, define the simplest proof. The smallest signal the problem is real. Could be conversation, a landing page, manual process, rough demo, okay? Because proof creates direction and it prevents guessing. And then build only what enables feedback. Build with constraints. Ask, does this test an assumption? Does this unlock feedback? Does this move the user to the correction? Building is a tool, okay, not the goal of the app. The goal of the app is helping the user go from point A to point B, okay, to help the user achieve the desired result. That's the only thing that we care. Then, as a fourth step, okay, ship, observe, and decide. Shipping alone is not progress. You need to observe behavior in the app. You must make a decision. double down, simplify, pivot, or stop. Okay, this is literally the process of lean startup. You launch, measure, learn, and iterate, or you know when you need to pivot. Decisions are the output of progress. And this is literally what you see after a couple of months or even years building apps. Okay, founders don't fail because they can't build, they fail because they build the wrong things in the wrong order for too long without learning. They basically use the wrong system to build apps. Now, I really hope this video helped you. If this helped you, you can subscribe, you can hit the like button, because in that way we can keep reaching new people, and it only takes a couple of seconds. I will leave you the links on the comment section if you want to book a one-on-one call so I can help you go from an idea to a working minimum viable product in less than 3 weeks. And I hope to see you on the next video.